Hello, Lou here. So, as the paper said, I was thinking of doing a Ruminations piece. I have been for quite a while. The last one was about a month ago, more than a month ago. And since I've started school again, I thought it would only be appropriate to do a piece on media. But on the flip side, with all the schoolwork I've been doing, I didn't really feel like writing a whole essay on the pros and cons of media, the impact it has had on society, all that. I've had 3 essays to write since I started school. It's been really, really bad. So I thought I would do a little vlog since I've done these before. And I guess you guys aren't sick of my face or my voice yet, so yeah, I'll try my best to keep this short. Yep, because I have dinner in about half an hour or two. So let's get into it. Um, okay, so when I talk about media, I am referring to the television, the newspapers, print or online, the radio, and most importantly, in the 21st century, the internet. Got that right. Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, WhatsApp, all the social networking sites that we all love and kind of frequent. I don't know. I'm not a Facebook fan myself, even though I do use it for a while, but Twitter is more my thing. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully you are not as addicted to Twitter as I am. Yeah. So what has the media done for us as a society? Well, as a media student myself, I have learned the pros and cons, all the little media gratification theories. I won't bore you with these. What I do have to say is that the media is always changing. Since my parents' generation, where the use of a computer was only for the rich, and newspapers only came in print, and news took like a day to reach them. They had no email, no Twitter, no internet, basically. So, social networking to them was basically just meeting each other, literally. Like right now, the way I'm talking to you, I'm using internet. You are watching me sit in a bedroom thousands and millions of miles away. And you don't know me. I don't know you. We know each other superficially, but we've never met in person before. And that's the impact the internet has on us and media. So I will take, for example, Osama's recent death. Someone told me to talk about this on Twitter. Serialized. I don't know what your LJ username is. So is it Black Blasphemy? I don't know, but yeah. Thank you for raising that. When Osama died, an hour after his supposed raid, people started tweeting about it. Tweeting about it. Oh, he's dead. Is he really dead? Do you have his body? Everyone started doing this big chain reaction on his supposed death, and Obama's speech was streamed live on CNN. I am not American, but I watched it on the internet, which is a media platform. And if I was living 20 years ago, I wouldn't have this opportunity. I would have learned about it the next morning, which was around 24 hours after he died, my time. So the morning after, there were big headlines about Osama's death, but everyone knew about it already. So this is the impact modern media has on us. The Japan earthquakes, the moment it happened, people were tweet picking, taking pictures, asking for donations. Pray Japan was a trending topic. But as for the media's adverse impact on us, well, obviously with Facebook and Twitter, sometimes you start, I don't know, start seeing advertisements. I will take advertisements as an example. You go on a website, maybe Facebook, and then you see an advertisement for a makeup brand, and you don't buy makeup, you don't use makeup, but suddenly you start having this niggling feeling at the back of your skull saying, oh, I should buy makeup, it will make me look prettier, or maybe I should buy this corset, it will make me skinnier, I should buy diet pills, It's the society norm to be skinny and pretty, and, I could look at maybe a magazine, I could look at this and say, oh, I should wear makeup. I should be blonde and skinny and pretty as her. I should buy these bags and these shoes to be socially accepted. And that is not good. I don't know what to say, but that's not good. But, you know, we can't change how that works, because as much as we don't want to be affected by whatever we see and hear, you know, the moment we wake up, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed, we are exposed to many different kinds of media. You know, it might be what your friends say, what your friends tweet, what you read on the news, you know, what you see on television. You know, maybe I could come up with a television show as an example. I would take, for example, Skins US. I recently wrote about this for an exam, and I got a dissertation, so hopefully I didn't get it wrong. But for US Skins, parents called for child pornography charges against it because the actors who act in US Skins are below 18. And we all know what Skins is about, you know, teenagers in high school, and they have sex, they take drugs and alcohol, basically just underage things that a television show should not promote, according to parents. I don't know, because I am turning 20 this year myself, and I didn't find anything wrong with that, but I guess you could say that, you know, as a person who is not going to be a teenager anymore, I would definitely maybe get behind the child pornography charges. Mostly because I would imagine myself as a 15-year-old watching your skins and thinking to myself, oh, sex is fine, taking drugs is fine, underage drinking is fine. And that's not the right thing to promote in a world that is already teeming with, you know, all these ideas and all these bad memories and bad, you know, connotations in your head. And yeah, you know, as much as we want to say the media is bad or it's good, it does affect us. Okay, so someone told me to talk about its impact on children and adolescents. I do have a link that I will link on the bottom crotch page thingy about media habits of 8 to 18 years old. So I will state a few facts from there. 2/3 of households, TVs are on during meals. In 75% of households, TVs are on when no one is watching them. More than 70% of kids have television on in their bedrooms, and only 1/3 of households have media consumption rules. So, as I said, I am not 8 to 18 years old anymore, but I remember the times when I had the internet on every day. I was almost addicted to it, and my dad actually said a few words to me about it. You know, you should go out, exercise. You know, why you used to run so much, and all you do is just stay cooped up in your room, you know, drinking Coke and eating Kinder Bueno and, you know, reading online fiction and writing. And as much as I love the world of literature, you know, sometimes it's good to just step out of your house, take a walk, you know, do other things than go on the internet or watch TV or, you know, whatever that you do. So what I guess I do have to say is that if you are a child living in 21st century, the world, as opposed to me, who was brought up in 90s television shows, and I didn't have internet till I was about 12, well, people don't watch Rugrats anymore. Little kids are watching Justin Bieber, you know, or Katy Perry, or, you know, they don't know anything about the Beatles, and that's sad. But that's the fallacies that media has had on us. And as for its impact on children and adolescents, I guess I do have to say that parents should exercise caution when it comes to exposing their kids to certain kinds of TV shows, and they should limit internet access. But, you know, parents can't do much to their kids nowadays. And sorry, Coke came up my third. And I guess I really don't have much to say about that. You know, it has had a big impact on everyone regardless of age. I see my parents using the internet. You know, there are middle-aged people using iPads, and there they are tweeting and, you know, reading newspapers online. Print newspapers are not very much the norm nowadays. And, you know, media is extremely powerful. So I guess what I have to say is that everyone has their own way of taking in whatever they see from media outlets. And you shouldn't believe everything you see or hear. You know, don't look at an advertisement and go, oh, I should use this shampoo because it'll make me look like her. That's not usually the case. No, you should be smart, like everything, you know. If you read a football book, for example, and the person writing it was a Manchester United supporter, and he writes really bad things about Liverpool, you know, you're not supposed to believe whatever that supporter says about Liverpool because he's biased, obviously. Sorry if you don't understand my football references. Manchester United and Liverpool are long-standing rivals. I am a Liverpool supporter myself, so yeah. Hopefully that analogy made sense. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't want to make this very long, so I'm gonna ask for your opinions. What do you have to say about the media's impact on society today? Do you think it's made more of a positive or a negative impact? Have you looked at advertisements and thought, okay, I really shouldn't be stuck into this, but I feel this pull towards me, because I know I have. And, you know, if you're looking at television these days, what do you think of television these days? What do you think Hollywood is trying to promote? The newspapers. What do you think of print newspapers going out of fancy? And all that little shenanigans and stuff like that. Yep, so I will end this now. I shall drink some Coke and then tweet about it first though. Okay, I'm done. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope to see your comments or something.